So we're going to walk you through a preview of the new Atom plugin. So I can start, just first you're going to make sure you're logged in to Zesty. And then we're working on a new site right now, so we're just going to open it up in that. We do not suggest using this on a live site currently. We'll let you know as it progresses and it becomes safer to do that. So we'll just check out the marketing website. You first want to start by opening your manager, and then you're going to jump right into the editor once that loads. And then in the editor you're going to see this in this developer tray, this external editing tab. Click that. What you're going to want is this code. So once you're here, what you want to do is install Atom. If you don't have Atom, it's just atom.io. I have it installed, so I already have it open. And then what I want to do is I want to make a new folder on my desktop. I'm just going to call that Zesty site. You can see the folder here, it's on my other screen. And then in Atom, I want to, let me just bring the Atom window over here. I'm going to open a new project, and you just click open. And I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to click Zesty site, open. And that's going to give you a new editor window in Atom. And once that loads, we're going to create a Zesty JSON file in our project. So just call that zesty.json. Then we're going to take this and paste it in. This is kind of like a package file in NPM. So we're going to hit save. So we're working on a better detection for new projects and hitting save, but what you want to do is close this project, and then you're going to reopen it. And then the plugin's going to detect that that Zesty JSON file exists, and you'll see it's going to load this screen, and it starts updating things in the background. What it's going to do is going to take all the files you have from here and create local versions of them. So you can see over here I've got 2 scripts, over here 2 scripts, I've got 4 style sheets, same thing here, and then my views, and you can see my views here. So one other thing you're going to want to install of Atom, so I probably should have went through this, is to install the Zesty plugin, you're going to go in the settings of Atom, and you can minimize the Zesty tray too. So the Zesty tray will only load when it sees that Zesty JSON file at the root level of the directory. And this tray you can double click to open and close. You'll see there's a few things in here. We'll go over that in a second. So to install it, you go under install, and all you have to do is type Zesty. There's no other packages named Zesty. And we have 2 packages. We have the Atom plugin, which is Zestio Atom, and we have the Zestio Parsley Atom. This is going to be the highlighting for the syntax of Parsley. We're still working on this too. It's also very alpha beta-ish. So when you open up a file like the home page here, you'll notice it comes in plain text. We're going to be working on detection for that too, but just you type Parsley and it will highlight the HTML and highlight the Parsley as well. And the Parsley highlighting is still in the works, but it helps to have this than not have it at this point. So let's just see what happens when we look at this file. So what's nice about this is it's hitting the new Zesty Instances API, and it's using an NPM package, which you guys could check out publicly. Let's just pull that up. Our Zestio GitHub has a lot of resources on it. You can see this node wrapper here. So it's using this node wrapper behind the scenes. The code for this plugin is also open source, and you can also find it at Zesty.io on GitHub. and this is just called Zesty.io Atom. So that information is here. You can see the code here. And so back to the tool, you'll see that when we go through the different items, like so we're in loader, right, and it doesn't auto detect, so I gotta drop parsley. It shows my like contextual URLs. So for Web Engine, since loader is kind of a snippet, it's pretty much our app shell. It doesn't really have a URL that is related to it. It also does not have an associated model. So it gives us the stage preview, which is the home page of the stage, which is cool. But if we go to something like, let's say like simple page, it's going to show all the relationships for view endpoints that exist. And this one, for example, actually has information on it, and you can see that load. So if you were like editing a blog view page, every single blog would show up here. Every single article would show up here, for example. This is a relatively small site, but let's just see. For example, if I was to create another instance of that page, so I have this page here. I'm going to create a new one. Let's call it a new simple page. Call it simple page test. And I'm just going to create and publish immediately. So now this is going to have a new draft preview, simple page test, right? So if we coded it right, this will then figure that out when you reload this. Now you see that new contextual link. So you see that when you're editing this view, you can kind of check out the different pages that it's affecting. Like right there, you just click. Very nice and simple. So that's that. This shows you the associated model. We're gonna blow this out a little bit more, give you more information in the future. You can actually see all the content models you have in the site over here. And to quickly edit them on Zesty, there's a little edit button here, so you can just click this open, and it's gonna fire open the Zesty Manager. It assumes you're logged in. Right now you have to be logged in to use this along with this, so it just fires open right to where you can edit the content model. And also, if you have the Instant API turned on, it gives you these links too, which will open up the associated JSON. So it might not be on this site. Let's just see. There's simple page. Yeah, so how you turn that on is you just go into the instance settings underneath developer and check these guys. And now these contextual links should work. Yeah, and you see we get JSON for that. So this is the Instant Content API. If you don't know about this, you can go to zesty.org to check it out. So this will always update. So if there's a new model, this will also update. There's general instant info. So if there's a live domain, it gives you the link for it. That gives you the stage URL, the instance, the UID. Also, users who have access, I'm the only one that has access to this site because they just created it, but if you have others, it will come up and you can click on their emails to email them. Another useful thing is logs. It lets you know exactly what's going on. So let's just do some sort of save here. So I'll close all these out. There's zesty.org. You can see the Instant Content API here. So you can check that out. Alright, so we're gonna do a save here for this simple page test. So we're gonna go back to the file contents. We're gonna open up one of these simple page, and we're gonna just add this title twice, just as an example. Added the title twice. It's still here. I'm gonna hit save. It'll let me know it's saved. And I can refresh that and see that it's actually editing that in real time, which is very nice. So I'll delete that, save. So you'll see your connector log is letting you know that it's saving. If there are errors, they should come up in the connector log. It also will alert you up here. So if I refresh that again, we'll see that that change was live. So important to note is right now the less in CSS, you can make edits to, but it won't compile. So let me just show you an example of what I mean there. So if I jump into the editor over here, and if I open up the simple page, you'll see that this stays updated. Please note that this is old legacy user interface, and it will not update as you save over here. So you want to make sure these files are closed when you're working locally. So let me just give an example of this. So I'm just going to write a comment here under my extras less. Hello world. Right, I'm going to save. Just let me know it's saved. So I'm going to open up extras less here, and you see hello world. So the CSS is not going to compile. It'll just save. You have to be logged in currently right now. This is going to change hopefully by the end of next week, where you have to come in here and save this through the web editor for all the CSS to compile. That means any CSS changes you make over here will save directly to the file, but it's actually not going to compile and change on your view in your stage preview. So that's important to note. That's the same for JavaScript, right? So that's why this is still an alpha tool. You can use it to edit views right now, very simply, and we'll just keep you up to date with when style sheets and scripts do compile. So that's it for now. Any comments you have, please just post in chat, and thanks for checking it out.